Hello and welcome to Design or Design. My name is Maria and I'm really excited because it's fall season. And this time around, I'm going to be showing trends for both men and women in the same video just because I feel like fashion industry has such a thin line between genders at the moment, and I don't think it's gonna separate anytime soon. So I was thinking, why not just fill both of them into one? And that's exactly what I'm doing. So today I'm going to be talking about the color trends that are happening, that were shown on the runways. So just for my sanity's sake, I'm gonna try to go around a color wheel of some sort, trying to go from warmer tones into cooler tones, and then we're going to be talking about some neutrals, some like beige and such at the end of the video. So if you don't know what kind of skin tone you have, then I encourage you to check out one of my really old videos, which I'm quite embarrassed to just tell you to watch, where you can figure out what kind of tone you have. If you have difficulty figuring out what you are, you might be neutral and you might have the skin tone that goes with every single color. Let's get started. I'm gonna start with kind of this in-between color from the cool and the warm, and it's green. It's kind of depends what tint it has. Is it more yellow, then it's gonna be more warmer, like green, fresh grass. But if it's a little bit cooler, it has a little bit of blue, it looks like the ocean maybe, then it's on the cooler side. And the first color that we see on the runways is cardamom seed. Very kind of an olive green color, so not very super bright. It's kind of a little bit toned down. It's on a warmer side because it has that kind of a yellow undertone to it. A crispy herbal pod green. So we see this in a lot of different runway shows. We have some combinations of it with orange, and there's some pink like in Versace. When we talk about color trends, it is really easy to find just color that's very close to it, but the trend itself can be sometimes interpreted in what color was paired with, not just a color by itself. So that's why I do enjoy looking at what the designers decided to pair it with, what patterns was it involved in, just because patterns have so many different colors, you can definitely see how they tried to pair it. Anyways, let's move on to the next one, and we're heading into the yellows. We have kind of the two trend colors for yellows. That one was kind of part of the British Fashion Week and the other one was from New York Fashion Week. So one of them a little bit brighter, another one a little bit glimmer, and the brighter one was called Simone's Sun. Cheerful Simone's Sun enlightens and illuminates, and the other one was the pungent spicy mustard, is strikingly exotic. All right, we have a lot of this color on the runways, and whether it was worn monochromatically, which means a full outfit of yellow, maybe somehow yellow gown of some sort or coat or whatever, we do also see some of the color blocking with that color. We see it mixed with like a baby blue in Rick Owens' show, as well as a more of a dramatic, intense like indigo blue in Gucci in their plaid patterns and accessories. Also in Lanvin, it is a very bright color combination, as it is complementary colors which make a very powerful statement. Moving on to oranges, we have Orange Tiger, Gregarious Orange Tiger, a high versus orange with whimsicality, and the Dragonfire. Dragonfire blazes with energy and excitement. So the orange itself, we have quite a lot of monochromatic dresses from Off-White. We also have a combination of orange with blue in Gucci and once again Rick Owens. I feel like it's a very happy color, and yeah, it's very fall color. Let's just face it, orange is one of the most staple colors for fall, and it's not a surprise to anybody. All right, let's move on into reds. I feel like reds are the colors that will never be out of style. It's that color. So we have Lava Falls, an impassioned orange red with a captivating presence, and the Molten Lava, a fairy red tone whose intensity burns bright. Guess what? I just realized that I was not filming half of it. Oh my goodness. memory problems. Not only humans have them, so does technology. All right, let's get into the red ones. We see a lot of monochromatic outfits with red. If not monochromatic, it was paired with maybe some kind of a neutral color, maybe black, maybe white, maybe kind of something gray, but nothing too crazy. There was a feathered look from rock where there's just a stripe of bluish feathers, but nothing major. Mostly there was lots of different texture on the runways, and yeah, so let's head into the pinks, which is more of a transition color. Maybe it's a hue of red, but we have two of them. One is the strawberry cream, and it's a little bit of a warmer tone compared to the other one, and it is explained as a light infused sweet pink. And the other one is nosegay, a frequent floral pink that envelopes the senses. So we have the two pinks. Which one you choose will probably depend on your complexion, but they're nice and very romantic, and not the color that you might think when it comes to fall winter. We also have this light pink in a pattern with the green that we talked about earlier in Versace show. It's a very refreshing combination, and yeah, it's there. Don't know what else to say. Rick Owens had some other combination of colors with that. But let's head into more of a dramatic, more infused pink. And this is the rose violet. This is heading into more of a cooler territory. It has more of that purple in there that makes it cooler. It is so saturated. We see it in so many runways, just full colors, monochromatic. We have some yellow combination in Louis Vuitton. Other than that, I think Versace had a green top paired with that, but this color was so popular. The entire Valentino show was this color. Half of the outfits were in that, the other half was black, and the entire space was that bright pink color. You can't say that this wasn't a statement, you know what I mean? And this beautiful Lanvin blazer dress, oh my goodness, with the sharp shoulders, beautiful, gorgeous. All right, so we have meadow violet, more of a purple color for people who love purple. And once again, we have lots of monochromatic looks with that. We have a lot of different textures in that purple. Sometimes we have it as an accent, like in Dior, having those purple socks. It was usually paired with more of like a black or a brown color. In Chanel, it was paired with blue, and it was also paired with blue in Givenchy. We also see a lot of that lighter version of the purple, that lilac color that was popular a few seasons back, and it's still here for some reason. It was not part of the trend reports from Pantone, but it's all right. We see a lot of it on runways, and we're showing it right here, and you can still wear it. It's an interesting color combination for the fall winter, so it might be something fun to play with. If you're enjoying this content so far, please consider to like this video, maybe write me a little nice message down below, and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you. All right, let's head into blues. We have water spout, and that water spout is a cleansing water spout, cools and refreshes. All right, a lot of it on the runways. Once again, either a monochromatic look or maybe part of the pattern. Lichen blue, nature-inspired lichen blue invokes serenity, and it's very similarly styled as the previous blue, just a little bit darker. It is sometimes paired with more different hues of blue as well as purple in Versace, which is very closely related as well. If you guys have trouble figuring out what colors to pair together, I do have a video on that too, and you can find it in the description box below, or maybe you can find it on a screen here and just click that. We also have more of a darker blue, which was for some reason, once again, not talked about in the color trend report, but there was such an intense amount of it on the runways, so I thought that it would be not fair for me not to include it. So we seen such a great variety of that color on the runways. Once again, monochromatic, maybe some details, maybe like a little accent color. We have it combined with a few colors, but in particular my favorite was from Off-White paired with this camel brown, and yeah, I really like it. It's very nice and intense. And yes, all right, let's move on into Midnight. So this is another blue color. It has a little bit of a greenish tint to it. Still a cooler tone, but it would be among the blue tones, it would be a warmer tone. Yes, this is like starting to be very confusing, but look at this color. It's beautiful. We have it in different runway shows, and sometimes it looks more green, sometimes it looks more blue, but it all to do with the lighting, you guys. If the light is used differently in the runways, the same color might look completely different on those runways. If it was filmed outside, it would once again look different. So be patient with me. Let's head into the green territory, and we have this very nice, beautiful, almost a sagey color, and it is called London Frost. London Frost, an earth infused green tone that calms and restores. We have this in Gucci show. Such a beautiful color, sometimes paired with red. We have a look like that from Fendi as well as Gucci, and Rico once had those huge orange thigh-high boots paired with it, so it's an interesting combination. I quite like this color. All right, let's move on into more intense greens, and we have two from the different fashion weeks. One was Amazon, is a lush and fertile broadleaf green, and we also have Abundant Green, a verdant green emblematic of flourishing foliage. These two are very close, so I wouldn't even try to distinguish between them. In Burberry, we have this paired with a camel color, which is a beautiful combination. Of course, red and green, you guys, those are contrasting colors and they look beautiful together and very bright. We have some blue combined in there too. And yeah, let's head into more of a neutral color, and we have this Martini Olive, which is very close to the color that we talked about way in the beginning of the video, but a little bit more subtle, like more brown. And we see this in many shows. It wasn't paired with much color. There was one outfit in Givenchy where it was paired with nice orange boots, but other than that, not much. It is a very full color in my opinion, so pairing it with the orange, I think it will be really good. All right, let's move on into gray colors. We have once again two shades, one a little bit darker and one a little bit lighter. So the first one was Quiet Shade, an unobstructive and sturdy gray tone, as well as a lighter version, which is Chiseled Stone. Non-presumptive chiseled stone displays a silent strength. Gray is very kind of, I don't want to say basic. It was the color of 2020 in combination with the yellow, but there was nothing like that on the runways. There was almost no yellow combined with this gray. If any color, it was another neutral paired together, or just a little bit of glimpse of some kind of a pop of color, but nothing really crazy. Yeah, I quite like gray. Once again, gray would go well with a cooler skin tone. There are different warmths of gray too, if you're thinking about it, especially when you go to paint store to paint your walls, and there will be like hundreds of shades of gray. Like, it's so difficult to decide because it is such a sensitive color. It can be warmer, it can be cooler, it can be even gray pink, and yeah, it's a long story. The next one is Peach Caramel, a warm, delectable, sweet peach. I would think more of like a dehydrated peach, but anyways, this is a very kind of almost orange brown color. We have a very beautiful pairing with really bright blue in Rojas, as well as in a Gucci show, and of course Burberry had that color in their plaid. Okay, so next one is Caramel Coffee, more of a warmer brown. So browns can also have warm and cool tones. So warmer would be on the orangey side, like we're talking about this one and the previous one, and we have more of a cooler ones which are more darker, maybe have a little bit of green in them. And yeah, so we have a lot of this color, and it wasn't really paired with many different colors. It was mainly by itself, There is an exceptions, of course, to the rule. In Eula Johnson, the dress had a little bit of those bluish green in there. We also have the pairing of the brown and those orange boots that we just spoke of earlier. Beautiful combination, and brown is very fall. And yeah, we can't really say anything about that. Chicory coffee is a roasted earthy brown. So this color was completely kind of either on its own, very like monochromatic, or maybe paired with another very subtle color like earthy color. We also have more of a reddish brown that was present in some of the looks. I decided to put these here just in case. And yeah, let's talk about very, very dark, almost gray blue tones that were present in both of the fashion weeks. So we have blueberry is a deep and dark indigo blue, and we also have polar night, a cosmetically inspired blue hue. Polar night explores the mysteries of new horizons. Okay, so we see this in beautiful latex from Christian Siriano. We also see this in Zimmerman and in Miu Miu and in Off-White. It is like almost black, dark blue. Let's head into more of those beige colors, something that is very classical, very neutral, and is one of people's favorite things just because they're so easy to style. So we have this kind of an off-white color that is called the Arctic Wolf. Arctic Wolf is a softly shaded tactile white. We have some beautiful gowns in it, furs. If a white would be in fall, yes, but I feel like the white in winter would look nicer if it was whiter, but nevertheless, these are beautiful outfits in this color, and I'm here for it. Another one a little bit darker is the Autumn Blonde. Creamy Autumn Blonde gently nourishes. And once again, we have it in blazers, we have it in trench coats, we have mostly trench coats in that color, but we also have dresses and such, and it is a beautiful color. So another one that is very close by is the Tapioca, Creamy Tapioca Warms and Comforts. All of those are very close to like an off-white, maybe getting into beige territory, maybe getting into nudes in there, you know what I mean? And I'm here for it. Usually paired like with white or something lighter, nothing too crazy. Okay, so the last one, the last color of this video is iced coffee. So this is definitely more of a camel color. I really like it for any season. We have some of the outfits paired with it with really bright blue, like an off-white, and in Gucci we also have just kind of neutrals paired along with it and worn it monochromatically. And this a really funny outfit from Loewe with those balloons, very creative. We have reached the end. So happy. I'm so tired. I have yawned like 100 times throughout this video, which I probably edited out, so you're welcome. Okay, I'm looking forward to reading down in the comments below which is the color that you're looking forward to the most. I have a little question for you guys. As part of the videos, I used to do kind of trend reports and then trying out those trends, and whenever I switched to trying out those trends, I had a lot of people like saying, yeah, this is really cool, I love it, but then I didn't have any growth at that time. So I'm just thinking maybe I should start a different channel, just having kind of trends in this one, and then the other one I would have more of the tryout trends or recreating the runways, or maybe sewing something together channel. Let me know down in the comments below if you would sign up for something like this, because I don't want to waste my time, you know? Thank you very much for watching until the end. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, stay classy. Bye.